Hello, students, and welcome to week one of our course. This is Dr. Crystal Sands, and each week I am going to make a short video just to kind of welcome you to the week, offer a short summary of what we'll be doing in the week, and then also provide any tips or additional instructions that I feel would be helpful to you as we work through the week together. So during this first week, your big assignment, of course, is to get comfortable with everything. Click around, learn where things are, review the syllabus, check out the discussions. I see that many of you have already posted even though we just started today, so that is a wonderful thing to see. It lets me know that you all are finding things and feeling comfortable and you're getting a jump on your work, and that's very, very good to see. So this week we are going to dig into a discussion of reading and writing, with, of course, the culmination of the week being where you write a personal narrative. So first off, we'll talk about the discussions that you have for the week. You have 3 discussions, and that's quite a lot. It's going to keep you busy. We have 2 discussions based on reading that we have for the week, so those will be interesting and engaging, and I look forward to seeing what you all think about the wonderful readings that we have in this course, starting us off. And then you have a 3rd discussion that's related to grammar. We're going to be looking at sentence boundaries, and when we talk about sentence boundaries, what we're talking about is basically what punctuation we use to signal to our readers that this is the end of this sentence or the end of this independent clause. And there are certain punctuation elements that we use to signal that to our readers. We use periods most commonly. Sometimes we use semicolons to make a boundary, and then sometimes we use a comma with a coordinating conjunction. One of the most important tips that I tell my students is that you can never use a comma by itself to make a sentence boundary. It's just not considered strong enough given our system of rules. The other big tip that I give students in terms of sentence boundaries is related to the semicolon. A lot of times students think that the semicolon is kind of like a soft period, and there is one instance where that's true. If you have a list of things that contain commas, then we use semicolons to separate the items in that list. But that's the only time a semicolon works like that. The rest of the time, the semicolon is more like a period, like a soft period. It makes boundaries between sentences. And so we're going to be learning more about that. I have a great fun resource that I'll be sharing later in the week on the semicolon because it's related to our sentence boundary discussion that I think you'll enjoy. It is informative and funny, and that's always a good combination. The big thing, of course, we want to talk about this week will be the personal narrative. You're going to be doing a draft of it at this point, but it should be your best draft up to this point. We will revise it later in the term, but for now, you want to be sure you do the readings, you follow the instructions. It's a narrative, which is a story type essay. However, it does follow a traditional essay structure. So in the instructions, you're required to have an introduction, you're required to have body paragraphs and a conclusion. So I'll be looking for that. You do not need to necessarily integrate the reading that we have to correspond to that assignment, but you can. And if you do, just be sure that you cite it appropriately and follow APA guidelines. So that's it. That's our big work for the week. We have some great discussions, some great reading, and I'm so excited to take a peek at those personal narratives at the end of the week. I am so glad you are here. I look forward to working with you all on this journey into your writing. Writing is in my bones. I love it, and I'm looking forward to being your guide and helping you improve and grow as a writer. So welcome to week one. Let's get started. Have a good week, everyone.